All right, if you're an ecom owner or a brand owner and you have a website and your conversion rate's down the mud a little bit, it's needing a little boost, this video is going to show you how you can set up a product recommendation chatbot on your website using AI, which can take a customer input, so a query the customer said, reference your product list, and then spit out a product based on what the customer has said, all in under 10 seconds, and provide a recommendation to the customer. All right, so this is what it will look like inside the chatbot. So for this example, it's set up to a headphone store. So it just got a product list full of headphones, which is going to recommend based on what I'm going to type down here. So I'll just show you an example of how it works. So just get the welcome message here, and then you can obviously go to the other features as well. So ask a question, track my order. But so this will just be about getting a recommendation. So say, for example, you just be like, I want headphones for the gym. It's going to take that input, reference the product list, and then give us an answer based on that. And then as well, so you can see here, great for the gym, for your workouts. And then as well, you can have the click through. So to click on purchase, or you can change these around to add to cart. So things like that. And then as well, I'll give you another recommendation. I'll just show you a couple of what it can look like. Go like that. So it's taking what it said and then using the AI to provide a recommendation that wireless won't get away when you're moving around the kitchen. Sweet. Show you again. I need cord headphones, for example. Yeah, sweet. So it's showing us these. Just be like, I want orange headphones for running. So now there's no orange headphones on the product list. So I'll show should show, don't have orange headphones, but we do have red wireless running headphones, which would be a close alternative. So this is kind of just a preview of what it looks like. So it's providing the recommendations. And then so here, this example, it's wanting orange ones, but then if you don't have it, you can kind of set it up to say, we don't have these ones, but we do have these as a close alternative. So it's recommending it based on what the user said. So these are still running headphones, but they're just in red. And so orange is a close alternative to red, obviously. So that's kind of what it looks like there. So that's inside the bot there. And now I'll show you the actual behind the scenes of what how to set it up pretty much. Just wanted to also mention that, so with inside the bot, it's purely using AI to identify the user's query and then provide a recommendation based on the answer. So there's no hard-coded setup to know that, for example, that the Bluetooth earpods are suited for cooking dinner. It's just using the AI model to decipher the user's query and then reference the product list and then identify the best product based on the query. So what this could do for your website is, for example, providing the customizable product recommendations based on the user's input. So this will allow customers on your website to get that personalized experience. And then say, for example, they haven't interacted with your brand before. It's a great way to build up brand loyalty and trust with your customer base. And then further, what this could potentially do for your brand metrics like customer satisfaction, average order value, and conversion rates with this product recommendation feature. So you could, inside the bot, you could set up, it's fully customizable. So you can set up to even prompt it to increase the average order value. So you can recommend more expensive items, for example. So that's just kind of an example. And I just wanted to note that it's all customizable and it's just using AI to provide that product recommendation based on the user query. So that's inside the bot here. So I'll just break it down and I'll show you kind of how each step works. It can look a bit complicated over here, but so just get into it. So the start message is pretty simple. You're just setting up a text block, and so welcome, how can we help you? And then you're setting up a couple of buttons there, and then so the get recommendation. So this action goes right over to here. And then so here's just another text block where you're saying, pretend you're looking for headphones. This is just to kind of prompt them into helping the AI system. So saying, I need headphones for running, but that's just a couple of examples. And then these little blocks over here are just deciphering if the user is actually asking for a product, or they could just be messing around in the bot. So if the user is asking for a product recommendation, you've got over here, down here. So if the recommendation contains yes, so it just basically means that the user is asking for a product recommendation. So this is just kind of the first initial setup over here. And then, so coming over here, this is kind of where the magic happens. So inside the API call to your product list. So here, you won't be able to see this because this is just linked up to the dummy thing. This will be blocked out, but this is how you link it up to your product list. So I'll actually show you that now. So this is what it looks like inside the product list. So this is a little dummy store I've set up using Airtable. So you will need Airtable and Voiceflow if you want to kind of replicate this on your own. So basically what this looks like, you just got your product name, then the category that it's in, the price, your little description, and then the color. So the main thing that the Voiceflow is going to use is just your category and color when recommending the products, as you saw at the start of the video, just showing recommending the different types and the headphones. So back over to Voiceflow, I'll show you this bit first. So this is just basically what the API call is. You can just set the number of rows to. So for this example, I've just got it to 4. You can change it to however many or however little you want. And then so this is kind of the big dog part of the system. So this is where the main kind of stuff happens. So it's using the AI model. And then so you've got your little prompt here. You're just saying that it's an Airtable formula. So you're just generating the query to the Airtable formula. And you've just got, if there's no valid query. And so that applies to that. And then so it's linked up to ChatGPT. And then this is kind of the prompt you want to plug into the system. So Airtable formula generator, you convert user queries into Airtable formulas. And so, that's what I kind of said before, category and color. That's the main kind of things it's using. And then you can just plug in here. This is the headphone colors we offer. These are the headphone types. And then this is the kind of prompting you want to put in. So if something's not listed, you can assign a color or headphone that is close to what they want. Purple headphones, assign blue as the color. So you saw that before with the running example, the running headphones. And over here, so this is just saying there's no valid query. It's going to just say no product available, or else. So that's just saying there is a product available. So inside your API, you got your get request, which is going to take you to the headphone product list or your product list that you've got set up. And then so you've got over here, just it's a bit of code, but it's not too complicated once you kind of get your head around it. So I'll show you how you can link this up now. So when you, on your Airtable here, first you'll just go onto Developer Hub. So that's clicked over there. Developer Hub over here. Personal access tokens, and you want to create a new token. And then you just name it whatever you want. And then for the scopes, you just add all of these. So click on all of them. And then for the base, you just click on the one you want to set up, the one you want to link it to, sorry. And then you just press create token. I won't actually do this because I've already set it up, but once you hit that, it's just going to come up with a little pop up, and then it will just have your code there, and you can copy that. Copy the code and then just chuck it somewhere so you can save it for later. So that's what you'll just need there. So that's what this looks like here. So it's blocked out, but it'll just say you put it in here. So you just want to click on, you just want to type bearer space and then type in your code, and then for the top, for the header, you just put in authorization. And then so for this part here, so go click help at the top, API documentation down the bottom. And then, so we'll come up over here, click on, you'll have your name over here, and then click on list records. And then over here, you've got example request, and then you've got this part here. So you just want to copy this code here, copy that, take it over here, and then paste it in. And then you just want to add in here, filter by formula, and then just go these little, whatever you call them, and then just put in Airtable query. If you don't have that set up, you just click the plus there. And that's how you put that in. And then, and then as you saw back here, so you see here authorization, and then you go bearer, and then your secret API token, which is what I just showed you. You just paste that in there. Just paste that in there, press bearer space, and then paste it in there. And that's how you set that up there. All right, so that's kind of the API call there. And so what the link to your product list is going to look like. And then so once that's kind of done, it's going to go over to a bit of code over here. So it's a bit of a while to get your head around to set it all up. I won't go too in depth into it, but basically this kind of stuff here, it's just so it's based off what the user said. It's going to recommend, for this example, 1, 2, 3, or 4 products. So for that running example, the red running headphones, so that's kind of more of a specific question. It's going to recognize that and then just provide one product. But if it's more of a broader questions, a broader question, you've got 4 products. So say it's just, I want on-ear headphones. It's going to recommend the 4 products basically just the 4 colors that'll link to the product list. And so this is all interchangeable and customizable, so it can just fit in to cater to your specific products. I won't go in depth into how this is all set up because it'll probably take another hour or so. But if you want a bit more information and see how this can kind of be applied to your website, there's a link below to set up a call with me. More than happy to go over your business, kind of audit some areas where something like this could be set up or something completely different. We can just go over that and see how this kind of stuff could be applied. And so, again, so that's kind of just what once the API call link to your product list is, bunch of code there, and then the 1, 2, 3, or 4 product recommendations. And then coming over here, this is what the setup looks like. So for 1 product, 2 products, 3 products, and 4, it's all just basically the same sort of stuff. And so it will just, this is what the link to your product, your API product is, sorry. So it's going to get the image and then just the name, provide the price and the color. And so these are all just the variables. And then obviously the buttons here below. So I'll show you how you can actually change these. Just go add to cart, and then you can set up an action. So when the customer actually clicks on it, let's say you can set up a URL. You can just provide your website URL for that to click to add to cart, and then just go ahead and purchase. So you can change these around. They're all pretty interchangeable. So that's kind of what that looks like there. So yeah, that's basically the inside of the bot and what the product recommendation feature can kind of look like. So the start of it, just if the user is asking for a product recommendation, it's going to go over to the API call, bit of code, and then it's going to spit out the recommendation based on what the user said. And so you've put in the prompt here to help us sort the AI model to best answer the query and provide the recommendation. So yeah, it's just basically taking the input from the user and then presenting it to the customer. So if this is something you want to set up on your website or something completely different, there's a link below again to book a call where we can break down your brand, see what use cases there are for this type of integration, and see how we could set this up onto your website. There's other videos that should pop up after this one, so you can take another look at those, find a bit more about Ecom and AI, how this could be set up. And if you have any questions, I know some of this can be a bit of a headache with the coding and setting it all up. More than happy to answer it. You can send me a message on Instagram. But yeah, that's pretty much the breakdown of the product recommendation bot. So yeah, again, if there's any questions, send me a message on Instagram. And if you're interested in setting something like this up, there's a link to book a call below. Cheers.